new trait beneficial to the biome?
Each new trait is beneficial to the biome because the lion will be less dangerous because it will be a herbivore instead of a carnivore. The giraffes have stronger legs so that if something bites them, it will be harder to get through their skin, so not as many giraffes will die. And elephants will now be faster and skinnier so that they can run away from the predators. Explain how these new traits affect the biome's ecosystem. These traits will affect the biome's ecosystem because the lions will now be eating plants because they are now herbivores. Because the lions are now herbivores, the other animals will have a better chance of surviving. The giraffe's new trait will affect the biome because now there will be more giraffes living than before. The elephant's new trait will affect the biome because the elephants will now be skinnier and faster, which means they will be able to run away from the predators and stay living longer. Explain how these new traits will affect the other organisms. The lion will affect the other organisms because now lions won't be attacking them because they will be herbivores, not carnivores. The giraffes will affect the other organisms because now giraffes will be harder to kill and more dominant in the ecosystem than before. And the elephant will have effects on the other organisms in the ecosystem because now elephants will be able to get away from the predators faster because they will be able to run faster now that they are skinnier. What is one disadvantage of each new trait? Many changes aren't for the better. Some of them have pros and cons. The disadvantage of the lion's new trait is that the lion will be weaker because it will be getting less protein. Another disadvantage for the giraffes is that it will be harder for the giraffes to walk because they'll be carrying more muscle. Last but not least, the elephant will be skinnier and with skinnier legs, which means they are not strong and they have less fat. Advantages. Even though the lion will be getting less protein, plants have many vitamins in them that many animals don't have. Also, even though the giraffe will have a harder time walking because they are carrying more muscle, the giraffe will be more stable if something tries to harm it. And even though the elephants will be skinnier with skinnier legs, they will have more muscle in their legs that makes them healthier and faster. Where did it come from in nature? The lion's DNA for herbivoracy came from the sheep. The giraffe's DNA for strong legs came from the kangaroo. The elephant's DNA came from the cheetah's DNA for skinny bodies and fast running.